Hey guys, it's Khaleelah's World. Khaleelah's World. Hey guys, it's Khaleelah's World. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a full face of Colourpop products. Colourpop is a brand that came out, I would say, right around the time of like my senior year of high school and my first year of college. So that was around 2013. That's when they really started to make it big and really started to get a name for themselves. They're based out of California. All of their products are vegan and like cruelty free and all that good stuff. And the best part about it is that their products are for the low, shawty. Okay, literally for the low. Everything literally ranges from like $6. I think their most expensive thing is probably like $23 maybe, and that's for like a palette. And I just think that that's awesome. They're definitely doing it for the people that, you know, we're living our life on a budget. We're out here trying to grind and make it work and, you know, trying to make things happen, and we can't always afford a $40 new foundation or a $50 new eyeshadow palette. We always can't do that. So they're doing it for those of us that are working hard and just on a budget. And I love that. I have been using Colourpop products literally since 2013. And so I just decided, let's go ahead and do this. This was the final product. So go ahead and watch and see how I achieved this and see what my actual final thoughts on all the products that I tried out were. Please make sure that you like and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and go ahead and check out the rest of it. I ordered the foundation and some of the other face products. They actually sent this brush with it. And this is the F16 brush. It's just a flat foundation brush. I typically actually don't use flat foundation brushes when applying my foundation. I prefer a thicker brush with more like a buff to it, a little bit more tense. It's just easier to apply. And I also feel as though with a flat brush, it looks more, your face looks more painted on, and that's not something that I really care for. So I prefer using a brush like this, and this brush is actually my NYX foundation brush. Or I would just use my beauty blender. But for the purpose of this video, since we're doing all Colourpop things, we're gonna go ahead and use the brush that they say is best to apply the foundation with. So this is the No Filter foundation, and I brought it in color Deep Dark 195. This foundation is said to be full coverage, and it goes for $12. The packaging is pretty. I do think that it's like cool and pretty and things like that. So let's go ahead and get into applying it. It goes on pretty watery. That is one thing that I will say. Another thing that I feel with using a flat foundation brush, it just takes so much longer to apply the foundation. Like, I feel as though using my beauty blender don't even take this long. But already you can tell that it's red. A lot more red. I'm more of a golden undertone and not red, but what I have found is that many makeup brands think that the darker that you go, the more red that you should be, which is not true. You know, a lot of us are golden, but you probably heard me rant about that on other videos. But yeah, but you can, in comparison to like my chest, this foundation is a lot more red than my chest. My chest is a lot more golden and things like that. And so this is obviously not a good match. We can already consider that. I can make it work though. So after that, I'm gonna go in with my Colourpop No Filter concealer. This is like my second tube with this concealer. I've always used this concealer. It's a really good concealer, y'all. It definitely is full coverage, which I enjoy. The color that I'm gonna be using is Deep Golden 60. And the thing about this concealer is that it's actually a little bit lighter than a concealer that I would typically use, but it's really good with something that is with a foundation that is a little more red than I would prefer. It actually like blends in well with something that's a little bit more red, because it actually helps to bring out the golden undertones, and actually makes it kind of match my face a little bit more. Make the foundation match my face a little bit more. So we're gonna go in with this right underneath the eyes. And another thing I love about this freaking concealer is the brush, y'all. And it just like moves so easily, making it so easy to apply. Like, literally, I love this freaking brush. Colourpop did right by this concealer. I'm gonna like reverse contour, which is also gonna help to bring out more of like a golden undertone and to make this foundation less red. It's something that I have found. I'm just gonna take this concealer and go right underneath my cheekbone. And basically where I would put my contour, I'm just going to put the concealer there instead, and you guys will see the difference. Alright, y'all. So, eyebrows are done. And now we're just going to get to blending. And I'm just going to use a beauty blender to go ahead and blend out my concealer. It's been setting probably for like 5-ish or so minutes. Another thing that I will say is that I feel as though this concealer actually blended even more well with this foundation than some other foundations that I have, which I guess makes sense since it's by the same company and they're made to go together. So definitely this concealer worked even more well with this foundation. So I'm blending out underneath my cheekbone, and you see how that kind of created like a reverse contour there? That's what I'm going for. But it's also helping, it's like now it just looks more of like my cheekbones are a little bit more red, which is fine. Because it's giving that reverse contour, but also I'm going to put blush and stuff on too, so that's okay. But this is just helping to make my skin look a little bit more golden like it actually is. Now that we're perfectly blended out, I'm just going to go in and set this using the new No Filter Setting Powder by Colourpop. I bought it in the color Banana because I like my setting powder to have a little bit more yellowness to it. Because I'm also golden and I also just like the way that it looks. If you want to go for something a little more neutral, you could obviously go for a setting powder that's a little bit more closer to your skin tone or things like that. But I like something that's a little bit more yellow, so I went Banana. And this loose setting powder, it goes for $9 and you get 0.3 ounces. It actually kind of, it's appearing a little white to me, y'all. A little white. It's kind of scaring me. But it is very translucent. Like I feel like I have to use a good amount of powder just to actually feel as though it's actually on there. But that's okay because it also feels very lightweight. Alright, so we're just going to let that set. So now, since that is all nice and set, we're going to go in with the eyes. And I'm just going to use my No Filter Concealer. Again, same shade. And I'm going to use this as the base for my eyeshadow. So that is nice and blended out. So now, I bought the Makeup Shayla by Colourpop Perception Palette. I did use it while I was in Houston. So check out my little plug. Check out my Houston, Texas vlogs when I traveled in Houston at the end of January. I did use it for the first time then. Like I brought it with me to kind of like test it out to see whether or not it was good for travel, which it actually was, because it has a mirror inside of it, which made it really easy vacation. But that was the first time that I used it. So I love the artwork on it. It's like kind of like splash art. If you don't really know what that means, it's kind of like when people just take paint and like splash it up against a canvas. That's kind of like what this reminds me of, and it's still really pretty though. Perfect thing to it is that she also has the names right under the eyeshadows. So it makes it a lot easier for doing reviews like this, and also just so that I can remember what colors that I'm using. So when I took this to Houston, one thing that I noticed that I didn't really like about the palette is that there aren't that many transition colors and or matte colors inside of this palette. In this palette, she only has 1, 2, 3, 4 matte colors, and they're just right there, and all the rest are shimmers. Maybe I'm just not, you know, that great at makeup yet to where using a shimmer color for like a transition color or a crease color, it just doesn't work that well for me. It just doesn't. And so there are beautiful colors inside of here, and it's definitely gonna be something that's gonna be great to play with. Like this green and this like blue, like this green, like bluish green right there, automatically I can see that being something absolutely gorgeous. It has some great colors inside of here, but it's a lot of shimmers. And for me, I just wish that there were more mattes inside of here. But obviously we're still gonna use it. And we're gonna go in and use Revenge first as a crease color. Just gonna start that right on off inside of my crease. And another thing is that all the names of the eyeshadows like represent her or some parts of her life. Like Titus, I remember, was a dog that she had because I actually watched her channel. 14th in September. I'm pretty sure September is like her birthday month. Strut and slay is a phrase that she uses all the time. I love all of that. I love the fact that she stayed true to herself in all of this. And I'm gonna go in with Played Out. Right there, we're gonna go with Played Out, and I'm gonna use that as like a crease color. All right. And now I'm just gonna use my fingers, and I think we're gonna go with Strut and Slay today. And Strut and Slay is kind of like a shimmery pinky type of color. I don't think I used this when I was in Houston. So we're gonna use that. I'm just gonna go right in the center of my eyelid, since this is a halo eye. And I'm just gonna take the same brush that I use. It's kind of a smudge brush is what I actually use for my crease, and to kind of create this halo. And I'm just gonna take Revenge again and just go underneath my eyelid. So obviously I went ahead and smudged that out. I'm just gonna go ahead and brush off any excess powder from the setting powder. It stayed on and it still looks good. And to set it all, I'm gonna use the No Filter Sheer Press Powder that I bought in the color Dark. And this color is dark, but it look light. Like, look at this. I feel like I could probably go and use this as an under eye color more than I can use this as a full face color. But we're gonna try, y'all. We're gonna try. And so I'm just gonna go in and just set my whole face. But I feel like there's a white cast underneath my eyes from that setting powder. I don't really think I have any feelings about this pressed powder. It's not really doing much of anything for me. It's cute, it's pretty. I guess you could throw it inside of your bag and use it as a blotting powder. But other than that, it doesn't seem to be anything special, to be quite honest. Both of you, look, I'm going to use my Colourpop lip liner. This is literally my favorite lip liner that I use all the time. It's from the Karuchi line that they had. And this color is named Bay. I use this joint literally all the freaking time. Colourpop actually has really great lip liners, if anybody's wondering. They're really creamy and really pretty. And I'm going to use, I also bought Makeup Shayla by Colourpop lip gloss in the color, what color is this? Oh, in the color Neat Freak. It's just a really pretty like sheer gloss. I don't really care for this lip wand at the end. I just feel like this is going to take me forever to apply. The color is pretty. Pretty sheer with like hints of gold is what it's giving me. Now, one of my favorite highlighters is actually the Colourpop Avalon Super Shock Cheek highlighters. I know that was a lot of freaking words, but it's literally one of my favorite highlighters. And so I'm just gonna go ahead and use that again. Sometimes I'll apply it with my fingers, but I'm just gonna go ahead and use a highlighting brush. This look is nice though, y'all. This look is really nice. So this is the final look. This is it. It's really pretty. That's what I'm gonna say. I really think that this look is really, really pretty. I'm loving the eyes. The eyes are giving me life. Okay, like sis is strutting and slaying out here with the eyes. The foundation, great coverage, but color-wise, still not really doing it for me. So I don't really know how I feel about that. The concealer, always a-okay with me. I love that concealer. This lip gloss is popping, okay? And the under eye, the setting powder, I don't know. I feel as though this is supposed to be banana, but it's coming off a little bit more white to me. It is. So, setting powder, they can keep it. The pressed powder, yeah, I don't. They can keep it. Work on the colors with the foundation, but other than that, this foundation is literally, it feels matte on my face, which I'm okay with. And not only that, but it's definitely full coverage. And I love a full coverage foundation. So I really just wish that they would get some more golden colors within it. Other than that, I can bangs with this foundation because I could probably make it work. The Perception palette and the concealer are definitely my two favorites. I would definitely recommend that you guys get these two. Everything else, I mean, you can live with it, you can live without it. It either way, if you want to get it, if you want to try it, go ahead and get it. If you don't, you're not going to be missing out on anything. But Colourpop is awesome. It's a great brand. They have great products, definitely for the low. It always, they come through in so many different things. And so I'm just happy that they're working with someone like Makeup Shayla, and you know, they've worked with Ellery and things like that. And I really appreciate that. They have great lines of different things. So I would definitely say go ahead and check it out for yourself. But that's all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys in my next one. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe, okay? Please make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any suggestions of possibly how I could have done this better, or what you want to see next, or what products that you like on this face, anything like that, just please go ahead and let me know. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!